coming. Dr. Kigondu, please come and welcome the team to this KMA event. Some of them, it's their first KMA event. So bring your best foot forward. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Kila mtu ananiona? Again, welcome to Fairview. My name is Dr. Simon Kigondu. I am the husband to Esther Wangoi. She's on the way. First lady. That's my primary duty. Then I am also the father to Wairimo and Gesheha as secondary duty. And now occasionally I double up during the day as the president of Kenya Medical Association, and at night we are Manchester United fans. Oh, sorry. Oh. I have some enemies. My enemies are suffering. We are gathered here today to celebrate one of our ward. Harambee Stars were promised 600 million shillings to win CHAN, but they did not go too far. As Kenya Medical Association have won the World Cup of Medicine, we successfully vied to become the president of, not local, we don't play local, kuna ile ligi local, na kuna ile ligi so, very good, huyu anaelewa hiyo mambo, ligi so. We vied to become the president of the World Medical Association. Apewe makofi? The World Medical Association is in charge of your Hippocratic oath. Kama mjui WMA ni nini? Yeah? Every doctor in this country, including myself, Hippocratic oath we must take, because there are certain tenets as a doctor you must uphold for you to uphold the integrity of the profession. And the WMA is the custodian of all these things that all the doctors of the world must uphold. So, therefore, it is no mean feat for KMA to successfully run and win an election to become the World Medical Association. African countries had left the World Medical Association. In 2014, one Secretary General of the World Medical Association, and we give thanks to one Otmar Gloiber, that's his name. He's come to Kenya once or twice. Encouraged the Africans to join the World Medical Association. Only two countries, South Africa and Nigeria, were active in the World Medical Association. Therefore, in 2014, under the chairmanship of Dr. Eli Naim, with the vice chairmanship of Dr. Jacqueline KITULU, and the Secretary General was who at that time? Professor Lukoya Atwoli. And the National Treasurer was Dr. Simon Kigondu. Is he around? We managed to reinvigorate the African dream to be able to influence medical laws in the world, not only in the country. And therefore in 2014 we joined with several other African countries. So we joined Nigeria and South Africa, and there were several other countries, Rwanda, who are the others? I can't remember the others, but several African countries. In 2018, Dr. Jacqueline KITULU proposed that Nairobi can host the World Medical Association Council session. Yeah? Chama ya WMA inakuja Nairobi after one of the people who are supposed to host it fell off. And she was representing us as she was chairman then, the president, to change the constitution to president in 2020 to keep up with the standards of the world. That's how we play, yeah? So she was chairman 2018, 2020, then became president. So she was the last chairman and the first president. So in line with world standards. In 2018, Kenya was awarded to host the World Medical Association Council session 5 years later. That time when she was selected, she did not know who would be the president then. Yeah? 5 years later. WMA does 5 years planning. Currently, as we are, we know where in 5 years we will be having our General Assembly for the World Medical Association. Kenya Medical Association is a very active member. So we were awarded. And we also host, I'm the chair, the Coalition of African National Medical Associations. Currently they're in Namibia. I was supposed to be in Namibia in the Namibia Medical Association meeting, which we invite each other, but I was unable to come here because we are preparing to go to Porto to inaugurate our very own JACQUELINE KITULU. So Namibia, have sent my apologies, but the Coalition of African National Medical Association is a grouping of Africans who are slowly coming together to be able to influence medical laws at a world stage. I'm the chair, but there'll be elections soon. We'll see who will take over, if they'll take over. But Kenya normally starts, you know what I mean. In 2023, the World Medical Association conglomerated at the Ole Sereni Hotel in Nairobi. And we had a very successful World Medical Association Council session. And everyone from around the world was very happy with us. And they even came back. And as you know, Nairobi is the only capital of the world to have a national park. It's the only capital in the world. So as WMA council sessions and general assemblies, we name them according to the cities. So WMA GA Nairobi was the only GA to have been held next to a park. And if you look at the pictures, we took them to the national park, we had a dinner in the park, and we also took them to the iconic Kenyatta International Conference Center, and everyone was happy. Yeah? This was the beginning of them seeing that we are actually able to run the World Medical Association. And as a result of this, KMA fielded its candidates to run for the World Medical Association presidency in 2024. So in 2024, we went to Helsinki, Finland, and there was a very stiff competition from the Portuguese. Very stiff competition, and we beat them 125. That was the votes. Those were the votes that were cast, and Dr. JACQUELINE KITULU became the president-elect of the World Medical Association. Apewe makofi. The campaign team was fantastic. We had our wardrobe designer, Dr. Linda Munto, Apewe makofi. We had our chief ululator, Dr. Diana Marion Owechi. And we have our CEO who has been organizing all these things. Basically, the National Executive Committee of Kenya Medical Association and the Governing Council have worked very, very hard to get us to where we are. It was not easy. We had to campaign in Rwanda, at the General Assembly in Rwanda, in Berlin. In Berlin, we had to campaign. You have to go. And I remember JACQUELINE was fielded the question to the American Medical Association. I asked, I want to be WMA president. And they asked, what do you bring to the table? That's a very hard. And she sweated, but I think she convinced them. You also have to know the politics, who has the most votes, because Kenya has 1 vote. Japan, I think, have 16. And America have something, So, just like that, we are also politicians in our own making. And therefore, it is important for you to study the scenario you are in for you to be able to succeed.
Yes, Mama.
Now coming to the event, the Portuguese who we beat, why they were running is because the next General Assembly on October 8th to October 12th is in Porto, Portugal. You get? So it would have been very nice for them if they won and they are inaugurated in their own country. But we are going there as a delegation because on October 10th, Moide, Huduma Day, and what else? Mazingira Day and all. Now it will be the Jacqueline KITULU Day, when, in fact, we'll ask the president to rename it, because that's the day, the inauguration of Dr. Jacqueline KITULU as the president. She's elected. You become elected for a year, and then you become the president will occur October 10th, 2025. And therefore, we organize this event. Thank you, Dr. Gitau, for so as one, we as Kenya Medical Association like also to put out the positive things that are happening in this country. You know, many more good things are happening in this country, and it is for us to actually showcase it. And we are very, very pleased that this particular event was outsold. We have refused people to come today because our kujaza mapema. You get? So we are very happy, and we thank everyone who has appeared here today to celebrate with us and learn a few things on leadership from our very distinguished team on the ground. With that, I don't want to take over the session, but we have received apologies from Dr. Aisha Edward, but she has sent her team from here. Dr. Nelly Bosire said she might be late. She's coming from Mombasa. And who else? Dr. Siela Bosire is abroad. You know, that one is another high flyer. These KMA people, they just everywhere. But we hope to see them there. So for all those who we hope to see in Porto, then we are happy. We are happy to see our medical students. I started this business as a medical intern. I was a chairman of Kenya Medical Association, Machakos division immediately after internship. And that's why 25 years later, I am here as the president. You have to start from the bottom. From the bottom, you have to start from the bottom up. And therefore, with that, much ado, I want to welcome back the MC Dice. MC Dice. MC Dice, you can follow MC Dice on Instagram. Yeah? You can also follow me as the Dancing Doctor on TikTok. You can also follow me on Facebook. You can also follow me on Instagram. MC Dice, come. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Asante sana kwa president. Anakaa mzuri, amefanya kazi nzuri kabisa. Kindly look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor,